times watching this show, I really thought that he was acting as a woman. Very, very feminine. Franchises endure for generations because they maintain an internal logic of worlds they create. Audiences may welcome new characters and evolving storylines, but they also expect foundational cultures of those worlds to remain recognizable. Starfleet and the producers have made a critical mistake.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Damon K. Jones here, and welcome to another edition of the Publisher's Desk, powered by blackwestchester.com, Black Westchester Magazine. And today, I got to do it today. We got to talk about the destruction of the Star Trek legacy. Now, I know this is totally different from what I usually talk about, brothers and sisters. I know. But, you know, I'm a Trekkie. I love Star Trek. I love it to death. But what they have done to the Klingons in this new series, Star Trek Academy, I just couldn't stay silent as a publisher of a newspaper. For decades, the Klingons in Star Trek represented the most clearly defined warrior cultures in science fiction. Honor, lineage, loyalty, and courage was not just personality traits, they were the foundation of the Klingon civilization. No character embodied that culture more than Worf. When Worf first appeared in Star Trek: The Next Generation, he introduced audience to a civilization governed by a strict code of honor. Klingons did not define themselves through personal feelings or identity narratives. They defined themselves through bloodline, family houses, and deeds in battle. A Klingon introduction was not casual. It was a declaration of lineage. Worf often identified himself with words like, "I am Worf, son of Mog." That statement was more than just a name. It was a declaration of ancestry, responsibility. And in Klingon culture, a warrior carried the reputation of his entire bloodline. This cultural tradition was displayed again decades later in Star Trek Picard.
I am Worf, son of Mog, house of Martok, son of Sergei, house of Roshenko, bane to the Duras family, slayer of Gowron. I have made some chamomile tea. Do you take sugar?
When Worf introduced himself with a formal declaration of lineage, "I am Worf, son of Mog, house of Martok, son of Sergei, house of Roshenko, bane to the Duras family, and slayer of Gowron." Man, come on, man. You can't get no masculine and doper than that. Every phrase reflects a core principle in his Klingon identity: his biological father, his political house, his adopted family, his enemies, his victories. In Klingon culture, identity is built through ancestry and accomplishment. This structure made Klingons one of the most compelling civilizations in science fiction. Their society resembled historical warrior cultures around the world, where honor, family, reputation, and courage defined social standing. The Klingon philosophy expressed this worldview clearly. Their famous saying, "Today, is a good day to die was never about glorifying death. It was a declaration that a warrior should live so honorably that he does not fear the moment when his courage is tested. Because of this death, Klingons became one of the most recognizable and respected cultures in Star Trek universe. And I'm going to put it here in science fiction universe. And over time, brothers and sisters, some fans and cultural critics even observed subtle parallels between Klingon storytelling and real-world honor cultures. The emphasis on bloodline, clan loyalty, and warrior reputation resemble elements found in many historical societies, even African warrior traditions, where lineage and family honor define a person's standing. The character of Worf also carried other dimensions. Also. He was raised by a human family, but yet fiercely loyal to Klingon traditions. His story explored the tension between assimilation into the broader institutions and maintaining one's cultural identity. That struggle made Worf one of the most respected characters in the entire franchise.
The good life, Worf.
I am not concerned with pleasure, Commander. I am a warrior.
Even Klingons need love now and then.
For what we consider love, sir, I would need a Klingon woman.
What about plain old basic sex? You must have some need for that.
Of course. But with the females available to me, sir, Earth females, I must restrain myself too much. They are quite fragile, sir.
Worf, if anyone else had said that, I'd suspect he was bragging.
But lately, brothers and sisters, this series we have here, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, appears to be taking Klingon representation into an entirely different direction. Instead of emphasizing the traditional warrior ethos that defined Klingon storytelling for decades, early discussions around the new show suggest a shift toward a more modern framework, in particularly introducing a new Klingon that has really sparked a debate among fans and myself, who believe that this portrayal reflects a broader trend of modern entertainment, a softening or feminizing of tradition and masculine tradition warrior archetypes. The feminization of the male in Hollywood is seen right here in Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
Feel about showing off a new side of what we understand Klingons to be in this franchise?
I know that we're used to seeing Klingons as one way, but Klingons are, diverse people.
What?
And they've existed as healers, on the show before, but we haven't really focused in and honed in on it. So I'm really excited to get deeper into this side of this culture. Yeah.
His interpretation lacks a certain masculinity.
The concern being raised by some longtime fans and myself is the new portrayal. It's just trying to reshape the very tone of Klingon identity, presenting a male Klingon character with a softer demeanor, less emphasis on martial discipline, and a personality structure that feels more aligned with contemporary human social dynamics. That, with the hardened warrior code historically associated with Klingon Empire. And at many times watching this show, I really thought that he was acting as a woman. Very, very feminine. See, Klingons were originally written as a civilization that stood in contrast to the Federation. The Federation represented diplomacy, restraint, political order. Klingons represented strength, honor, and uncompromising expectations of the warrior society. In the early episodes, they set you up with this character, how different he was from his brother and from his parents and from Klingon tradition. And that warrior identity is softened and reinterpreted through a modern lens. Many fans believe something important about the Klingon mythology was lost in how they created this character. See, franchises endure for generations because they maintain an internal logic of worlds they create. Audiences may welcome new characters and evolving storylines, but they also expect foundational cultures of those worlds to remain recognizable. Starfleet and the producers have made a critical mistake, with other reports that they have writers in this show that was never really watching Star Trek, watching the different Star Trek shows. So they're creating something out of the blue from today's modern feminization culture that people that are real Trekkies, they don't want none of that. Let's just be honest. So the debate now is unfolding among fans is not simply about a television show. It's about whether one of the most iconic warrior cultures in modern storytelling is being evolved or quietly rewritten in softer, feminine tones. Because the original vision of Star Trek, the Klingons were never meant to be a mirror of everyone else. They were meant to stand apart as a strong warrior culture, masculine in their stance and honor. So if you agree or disagree, please leave a comment. If you like what I'm saying, please like and share and follow us. Also, go to blackwestchester.com for Black Westchester magazine and check out the articles there. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay blacktastic. Peace out.
If you're serious about political clarity and independent thinking, this is for you. The Political Thought Bundle includes 3 full books, all personally singling. Democrats and Republicans, The Ultimate Gangbangers, breaks down how the two-party system operates like a legalized street war for power. Emotional Politics, Logical Failure exposes how emotion has replaced strategy in Black political engagement. Tolerance is for Cowards lays out a blueprint for extended policing and community-led public safety rooted in outcomes rather than slogans. 3 signed books. One bundle, $60. That's a $75 value, and you're getting signed copies included. This isn't left versus right. It's results versus rhetoric. Go to twosteppublishing.com and secure your signed Political Thought Bundle today. It's going to be blacktastic. For more than a century, Black America built its own economy under segregation, under discrimination, and under conditions most people today cannot imagine. We built businesses. We built banks. We bought land and property. In The Forgotten Blueprint, Damon K. Jones reveals how Black communities created thriving economic systems from 1800 to 1965, and why that blueprint still matters today. This book challenges the idea that our future depends on politics alone and shows how ownership, family, and enterprise once powered Black prosperity. The blueprint is not lost. We just stopped using it. The Forgotten Blueprint, how Black America built its own economy from 1800 to 1965. On sale now at Two Step Publishing and Amazon. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and share it with others who need to hear the truth. And for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access, join the Black Westchester Magazine YouTube membership club today. Your support helps us keep independent Black media strong. Support independent Black media with style. Rock Black Westchester merch and represent the news with the Black point of view. Every purchase helps us speak truth to power. Thank you to everyone who supported us through Super Chat. Your contributions keep independent media alive and thriving. We couldn't do it without you. For over a decade, Black Westchester Magazine has been giving our community a voice, reporting the stories others ignore, holding power accountable, and making sure the truth about our communities is told by us. But independent Black media only survives when the community supports it. If you believe in real journalism, community accountability, and keeping Black voices strong in local news, we need your help. Your donation helps us continue covering the stories that matter: politics, education, justice, and economic empowerment right here in Westchester. Support Black media, support Black truth, support Black Westchester Magazine. Donate today and help keep Black media alive. Because Black-owned independent media is Blacktastic. Black Westchester Magazine presents People Before Politics, the Sunday Rundown, every Sunday at 6 p.m. on YouTube. Join Damon K. Jones, A.J. Woodson, and Larnez Kinsey as they break down the biggest stories in politics, culture, and community from a Black point of view. No spin, no party loyalty, just logic, accountability, and outcomes. If it impacts Black America, we're talking about it. Tap in, subscribe, set your reminder. This Sunday at 6 p.m. is going to be Blacktastic.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.